There was, I want to say, I saw an old interview clip. It might have been when you were on Flagrant, where you had pretty much, I could be.
No, you're right. Yeah, I shut the door on it.
You pretty much shut the door hard on, like, what changed?
Which is weird because maybe a year before that, I remember I went on Academics' podcast, and he asked if I would ever do a threesome with another dude and my girl. And I basically, like, left the door open for it and was just kind of like, you know, yeah, I would be open to it. Like, I would be interested in it. I didn't say that I was going to do it, but I said I'd be open to the idea. And I remember even at that time, just me suggesting that I would maybe be down for it was so viral and such a big thing. And Academics freaked out and could not believe that I was acknowledging it. And even on Vlad, there was a clip I saw, like, because I talk on interviews so much that I forget what I say. But on Vlad, I said the same thing. I said, like, I would consider it, you know? And so, yeah, like the clip that went viral, though, was me saying that I definitely wouldn't do it, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, I mean, what changed is basically just me getting a little bit more open-minded as time went by. And, like, you know, me and her had talked about, like, swinging off camera and, like, hooking up with, like, a different couple together or something like that. Take a Friday night, go out on the town, get a hotel room, something like that maybe. But then we were like, well, if we're ever going to do that, like, we probably should film it. And if we're going to...
We should make some money on it.
Yeah, you should probably, like, make your first scene with another guy, like a big blowout thing. Pause.
The swinging world is crazy. My cousin and his ex-wife were swingers when I was growing up.
Okay.
And I'd be at his house, and the shit would just be going down, bruh. I'd be like 14, 15 with all my homies from school, and we'd be watching his wife fucking chomp down on another chick.
You'd be watching it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
14?
He'd literally, my cousin literally would be like, hey, you guys go outside and just, I'll leave the window cracked. Wow. Shout out to James.
That's crazy. I feel like you have a duty if you're living that lifestyle to not have 14-year-olds around.
Well, it was yeah. My cousin James was like, I think he was like 21 at the time, so it was we were like more friends than like he was like my OG. But they'd go to these like retreats, and they would go to these resorts, and like it's like a thing, bro. Like,
I mean, Kazumi sent me a link to a book about polyamorous relationships because I've never read about it or researched it or even really thought about it. Because me and my girl are not poly in that sense. Like, we just do porn with other people. We've never,
you do it for content.
Yeah, and even like, you know, we haven't hooked up with another girl off camera in probably like 3-4 years at this point. So it's definitely like not something I'm super familiar with. We've just been doing it for content, but. You know, even like my girl yesterday, like we were on the Jason Lee podcast, and she just kind of said, like, yeah, you know, if you were on a trip and you ended up fucking some girl, as long as you told me, like, or as long as you were safe about it, I don't think I would really care that much. I'm like, wow, like you're
progressive.
Your mind is changing a bit, because I remember when me and her first got in the relationship, she made it very clear, like, you're on tour, you're on the
like if you're on the road, don't fuck around.
But yeah, she was like, I'm not really fucking with that anymore. Like, I could get away with it for the first year or two of our relationship, but then at some point she's like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm gonna leave you if you just fuck some random...
It's cheating, right?
Yeah, like, it's actual cheating, you know? But, like, apparently she's kind of softened up on that a bit. Although I don't really trust these hoes enough to even do that. I don't want to be in a hotel room alone with a girl.
Yeah, you know you'd be on fucking Reddit with your ass out.
I don't trust these bitches at all. Not even that. They're just going to lie. They're going to say that I did something, you know?
Oh, yeah, especially with you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nah.
I like doing content with her because then I have a guardian who's actually, like, observing it, and nobody's able to ever. And that's why even if I was going to shoot porn with just me and another girl, I would definitely have like a real filmer, so at least I could have
a witness.
Yeah.